What's up, y'all? State Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, and I'm back with another Raising Canaan Season 3 theory, okay? So let's talk about the possibility of Marvin being Breeze. Now, when I make these couple little Breeze videos that I make, and I'm speculating just like all the other men who make this similar kind of content, often people suggest that Uncle Marvin, who is probably a top 3 favorite character in the entire show, he's definitely my top 3 favorite character, right? A lot of people suggest that he could be Breeze, and he possibly ended up becoming Breeze, right? So now, I want to talk about the possibilities that he could be. So let's see, because I feel like if he is Breeze, the number one reason why he will become Breeze would be he would separate from Rock's Thomas organization, right? And he assumed a new identity after finding out, which is another theory and prediction, but it's probably definitely true. Finding out that Raquel is the person who had him put in jail through Detective Howard, okay? Now, when we go back into the first 2 seasons of Raising Canaan, I believe it was season 1, where Raquel and Marvin, they're discussing the fact that Marvin used to run the Thomas organization, and then they're talking about how Marvin started getting high and he ended up getting himself locked up, right? But then later on we understand that Raquel was an informant for Detective Howard. So we don't know how deep Raquel's snitching goes, okay? For all we know, the guy who was a boyfriend, the first episode, ended up getting killed. She snitched on him and made it look like he was snitching and got him killed. The guy who Kanan thought was his father, but the dude really was a Bati boy, she might have told on that guy and got him locked up. We may end up finding out that Unique's brother, Raquel, got him locked up as well. You know what I'm saying? Like at least 4 or 5 people, it's a potential that Raquel got locked up. She's giving information and snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was sleeping with Detective Howard, and she was giving Detective Howard information from the very first season when she got Unique locked up. I mean, yeah, Unique locked up, and she had his drugs intercepted and all that other stuff. You can't put nothing past Rock at this point. So it's very much possible that Marvin, now on a journey to better himself, right? Trying to stay off the drugs, trying to be totally clean, trying to be the best person he could be, but feeling like he don't want to take orders from Rock no more. Once it gets out that Detective Howard is Kanan's father, and Raquel been dealing with Detective Howard somehow, some way, right? Marvin will find out that Raquel, his baby sister, right, who ends up emasculating him in every kind of way, which way, right? It's very possible that after he finds out the relationship between Detective Howard and Raquel, that he could end up questioning it himself. And then there's an opportunity, then there's a chance that he could end up finding out that it really happened. And a quick way for him to figure this out would be Detective Howard's partner, who I forget her name right now, right? Because she's mostly just like an annoying character. So, you know, the characters who we don't care about that much, we don't remember their names like that, right? But she's been doing so much snooping. She already knows that Raquel was an agent. By the way, she's probably not going to make it to episode 10 of season 3, right? Anyway, right? She's going to get killed because she knows too much. But it's very much possible that within her doing her thorough research, she will end up discovering that Raquel's the person who gave information on Marvin to get him locked up. Raquel is the person, right, who not only had Kanan attempt to kill his own father without knowing it, but also she's the person who set up Unique's brother. She's also the person who set up the person who Kanan thought was his father, and the person who was Raquel's boyfriend in episode 1. And what's to stop her from going and telling Marvin that in the effort to shake up the Thomas organization so somebody kills another person and then the police could get involved? What's not to say that she's going to do that? And then when we're talking about Marvin, right? When you get the OG power, and Kanan was talking about Breeze, for one, you know, we all know the Jeopardy thing, which automatically we can assume that Marvin is significantly older than Kanan and the rest of them, even though it's not concrete because we haven't got an age on purpose because they want us to wonder, right? But also the fact that it was said that Marvin was strong. He was strong, but he wasn't smart. Okay? So now, picture the fact that Raquel and Kanan are going to be at odds. Kanan is eventually going to start to distrust his mother. And he will distrust his mother and resent his mother once he finds out that she was an informant and a rat. So it would make sense that being that Uncle Marvin never crossed him, and he got love for Uncle Marvin, and Lulu probably be dead by then, right? Killed by D-Wiz's brother, and D-Wiz's brother ain't Breeze, right? What's not to say that Kanan would say, F you, Mom, I'm going to go work with Unc. I could trust Unc. Unc never betrayed me. Unc stuck up for me many times. I'm going to go deal with Unc. And Marvin ends up changing his name to Breeze. Maybe Marvin disappears for a while. He comes back with a whole bunch of work because he met a new plug, right? And he'd be like, listen, my new name is Breeze. And how Ghost and them come into play is that around the time that Ghost's father died, or before Ghost's father died, they already doing their thing, little petty nickel and diamond in the streets. They already under Kanan, and Kanan is already under Marvin, because Kanan already stopped dealing with Raquel. And they developed a kind of big brother, little brother situation, a kind of uncle-nephew situation, right? A kind of fatherly role Marvin could take, right? With little Ghost, with little Tommy, okay? And then you could see how Ghost would end up developing a certain type of love and affinity from Uncle Marvin, aka Breeze, if he ends up becoming Breeze. And that he didn't really want to kill Marvin, but Marvin's unfortunate stupidity in the situation put them in a situation where they had to kill him in order to save everyone else. You know what I'm saying? They had to cut off their nose to save their face. They had to cut off their finger to save their hand. All of these things are possible. You know, I think it would be more entertaining if D-Wiz's brother was Breeze, because the way they describe him moving around sounds like something the character named Breeze would do. Like he's all over the place. You never know where he's at any given time. And where he's like a sniper. He's like this boogeyman. He just popping in and out of places, killing people, couple people getting killed. You don't know why. Like, I would like it if there's a big murder mystery where Lulu gets killed and nobody knows what happened at first. Nobody knows what happened, who did it, and then other people close to Rock is getting killed. People shooting at Rock. Right? By the way, the power rule where people do not get shot more than once and live. Rock already got shot once. Right? But anyways, I would like it better if D-Wiz's brother ended up being Breeze and he's popping up. And he's causing a ruckus. You know, he got the streets of Queens shook. I'd rather that than Marvin. But I could see it still being cool if Marvin ended up being Breeze as well. I can see it still working out, you know. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you think there's enough justification? Do you think the writers of Raising Canaan left enough breadcrumbs to where reasonably, we can see Uncle Marvin being breached? Because I feel like it's a possibility, but I'm more leaning on the side that D-Wiz brother will be breached. But anyways, like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.